Hi, this is Meagan McCarthy. This is for Nats 101, Discovering Our Universe. Alright, we're going to start with Aristarchus and Copernicus. During the 6th century of BC, a discovery was made. This discovery was one that described the Sun as the center of our solar system. Between 310 and 230 BC, Aristarchus unraveled the idea that all of our planets orbited around the Sun. This idea was a discovery that contradicted a previous theory that was made, that theory being that the planets, stars, and Sun orbited around the Earth. This idea is known as the geocentric view. No one is quite sure the method Aristarchus used to make his discovery, but scientists have concluded that this hypothesis was probably based on that the Sun was larger than the Earth. Aristarchus' discovery that the Sun was in the center of our universe is now known as the heliocentric view. Unfortunately, this view was not at first accepted among Aristarchus' peers. His hypothesis came after the geocentric view, and the Greeks were not open to accepting another one. Later, Copernicus discovered and proved that our planets and stars do in fact revolve around the Sun. Unlike Aristarchus and just making an assumption, Copernicus actually proved his theory because there was more technology available to him. He was also able to make many models to make his actual model of the solar system to prove his theory. Alright, we're going to talk about Wright, Kant, and Messier. In the 18th century, Thomas Wright lived in England, and this gave him a very clear view of our galaxy, and a different one at that. He was able to produce the hypothesis that our galaxy was in fact shaped like a disk, with us being located within the disk, allowing us to see just outside the line of the galaxy in our sky. He was the first to describe the shape of the Milky Way and speculate that faint nebulae were distant galaxies. With Wright's hypothesis on his galaxies came Immanuel Kant, who had a lot of the same views as Wright. He also believed that God created the universe, but as far as the beginning went, Kant strongly argued that everything and how it was created had a natural explanation, such as the Big Bang. Kant published a lot of work on religion, law, aesthetics, astronomy, and history. And like I said before, he argued about it being a natural explanation. Messier was a French astronomer who was able to put Kant's hypothesis into perspective. He was able to view the nebulae through a telescope, which was great technology at the time. He was able to observe what Kant had predicted, which jump-started the research for what is now the history of our universe. A little bit about Einstein. Einstein was one of the greatest scientists of his time. Einstein came across many challenges, but he was extremely intelligent. His general theory predicted that a non-expanding universe would in fact collapse on itself because of the gravity affecting it. And actually, his own general theory of relativity proved one of his own ideas wrong, and that was being that our universe was not expanding. And that's just a picture. Alright, the Milky Way, our galaxy, is estimated to contain 50 billion planets. Depending on its structure, the entire galaxy has a rotational rate of 1 per 15 to 50 million years. Our galaxy resides in a cluster with another named Andromeda. Our Milky Way galaxy is classified as a spiral galaxy. A spiral galaxy has arms that rotate on the outskirts that are typically flat, and they rotate in a circle around themselves. The most common spiral galaxy we know is our own, the Milky Way. Our galaxy is unique because it contains life such as Earth, And there are actually billions of baby stars forming at all times within a spiral galaxy. Alright. The other type of galaxy I looked at was the elliptical galaxy. Elliptical galaxies do not have any baby stars like the spirals do. They have no fixed shape, but they are more popular. In fact, most galaxies either start or end up as an elliptical galaxy just because of their commonality. They are usually round and resemble a floating cloud like you can see in this picture. Stars within them actually move in and out. Scientists believe that most elliptical galaxies are the result of multiple galaxies crashing into one another, which just creates a bigger galaxy. Something about both spiral and elliptical galaxies is they both contain a black hole in the center of them, so that is a similarity that they both have. Now we're just going to talk a little bit about expansion. Every day our universe is expanding. The universe does remain flat, but it does increasingly expand, like you can see in this picture. I like to think of the universe as becoming bigger over a flat surface, like if you would spill a drink onto a flat surface such as a table, how the liquid constantly expands over the table. There are 3 reasons our universe expands so rapidly. This is change in momentum, vacuum energy, and that can be described as dark energy as well, and gravity. Gravity pulls inward and the vacuum energy pushes outward. When the momentum and vacuum energy are higher than the contraction of gravity, that is when we will see our universe expanding at a higher rate. But if the vacuum energy and momentum are lower than the gravity, our universe will actually end up collapsing on itself after the stop of expansion. Also, just to sum some things up, the Big Bang Theory is actually an explanation for how the universe started, otherwise known as the origin of the universe. What I came across is that the Big Bang Theory is actually a theory based off what happened after the universe already began. So the Big Bang doesn't really tell us anything about how it might have been created, just what happened afterwards. The discovery of our universe goes all the way back to the 6th century. There have been theories made, corrected, proved wrong, but today we still wonder about how our universe actually started, even though we're getting closer and closer to finding more information out. If we didn't have people like Copernicus and Aristarchus and Einstein who started researching this so early, we would still have a long way to go in the search on discovering where we came from. So that is a little bit about discovering our universe, and thank you.